Hello, my friend. Happy Sunday. Sending you love wherever you are. Where should I start? Should I start with Andrew Tate? Probably nothing. What about Dr. Jordan Peterson? They're threatening to, take his license away. So he got to attend the reprogramming program. I mean, it's kind of like a re-education camp. That's the proper way to say it. Vocabulary tends to confuse people nowadays. I mean, definitely confuses me. But it's probably nothing. What about the Twitter files? How FBI were involved with social media, mainstream media, try to censor people that are or that were speaking the truth, even with documentation, or how the Pentagon are protecting big pharma from the vaccines. If you died from the vaccines, it's probably nothing. It's probably climate change. So my friend, how is 2023 going for everyone? Should I start out with the good news or the bad news? By the way, stay to the very end. I have a piece of poetry that I want to share with you. So my friend, this Sunday, I try to spice things up a little differently than before because the fact that I only post twice a week on Odyssey and then my short content on Rumble on a daily basis. I'm still trying to figure out my schedule. But let's start with Mexico, okay? Because I can only speak through my experience and all of the stuff that I just mentioned. It's probably nothing. By the way, my friend, if you haven't questioned reality at this point, don't be an NPC, okay? I didn't know that term until recently, but it's a non-control player. So pretty much in a video game, you know how they have like characters, right? But they don't do anything. They're just NPC. These people are dying off slowly. Why? Because if you were to listen, to the fear monger, getting yourself boosted, triple, quadruple, a lot of the NPCs are starting to die slowly. But it's probably nothing. But my friend, how is my time in Mexico so far? People here, they know how to party. So if you are afraid of coming to Mexico and you're not gonna have a good time, you're wrong. You're wrong. They party every weekend, okay? It doesn't matter what time of the day, they party. And they even party on the street. I do have to give it up for them. Like they will set it up. I mean, it will take a couple hours, like, from the market to partying. They will set up a place, like a tent. If it's like a party, they will set it like right in the middle of the block. And then people just party. They party till like 3 or 4 in the morning. So this year, or in 2022, Christmas and New Year happened to be on a Saturday. And usually, when I wake up on Saturday, I do a lot of walking. I go out and it's like it gets busy on a Saturday morning, okay? And I was wondering during Christmas and New Year, I got up and like nothing, like I didn't see anything. I was like, that's strange. What happened? Usually people be up and about, you know, like it gets pretty rowdy, like because that's when people start doing business. And then later I found out like these people are getting ready to party. So for the last, like, during Christmas and New Year, the reason why people weren't up and about on a Saturday morning, simply they were getting ready to party. And boy, they I couldn't sleep. I was sleeping, and then at midnight it was like boom bang fireworks. Everything was going off. The other thing, my friend, if you want to stay healthy in Mexico, it is quite easy. I love avocados and honey. I mean, every time when I hear about it, I get an erection. If you don't have an erection on superfood, you're probably an NCP, right? So the other thing is, what else? Other than the language barrier, sometimes I really want to communicate, just like a basic conversation, but because I am not there yet, so sometimes, like, when I want to communicate, such as like, how do I get here, or I want to order something to eat, I'd be like, but body language works great. It works. What else? They work hard, they play hard. If you want to live a healthy life, it is quite affordable to do it here. But if you want to party, you want to live that, lavish lifestyle, they also have it here. They have some of the biggest shopping malls that I've been to, and it's actually quite nice. You can you can go to the third, usually second or third, and they will have natural lights, and you can just sit, and it's really nice. They have like indoor plant and stuff like that. So if you're from America, I mean, pretty much, a very typical shopping malls, right? They have it in America, they have it here. Let's talk about the next topic. Dogs in Mexico. Now, when I look at people and I look at animals, but we will stay with the topic of dogs because they're everywhere, and I love animals. You know that. I love animals, right? But some of them are filthy, and I mean filthy, dirty. Now, I get it, you can be filthy on the outside and morally uncorruptible. I can accept that. I can live with that, But if you're clean on the outside and you're corruptible on the inside, don't be a proof of steak. I meant piece of shit. But, when I look at people and I look at dogs, I'm like, there are a lot of similarities. Such as, if you, like, for example, okay, when you look at some people, like, some are mean, and when you look at the expression on some dogs, they're kind of like that. And some dogs are adopted by a good family, meaning that they're well taken care of, shower, food, a place to sleep. And then, others will be roaming the street. And actually, I've seen it. I've seen like dogs, they do get in fight. And is tough out there. Is tough out there, meaning that every day they gotta find food. And I'm pretty sure they fight among each other. And like I said, some are just filthy. But the one that are the most filthiest are the ones that barked at me. Sometimes it happened probably 3 or 4 times since I came to Mexico. Sometimes I be walking and they just came out of nowhere. I mean, they don't go after and they bite you, but they would just bark. They scare the shit out of me, you know? And then when they started barking, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I'm a vegetarian. Why are you barking at me, you dumb fuck? But then I realized, you know, it wasn't me. It wasn't me that they were barking at me, but it wasn't me. It was how they were raised. And you know, like if you are you know how dogs are, right? When they like, because they are territorial, so usually within the property, that, you know, that's when they bark at you, because that is their job. And sometimes a lot of the, like, some, very rare, but there are some owners out there that they just kind of let their dogs, like, you know, loose. And sometimes when people walk by, they just bark. And the best thing to do is just keep walking. You know, if you turn back or you have fear, they can smell it. So filthy animals. Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Where my chow wow at? What is chow wow, you may wonder? Is dog soup. Have you ever tried dog soup? Just kidding. I know I've been joking a lot about it lately. But bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Where my dog's at. Okay, my friend, the next topic is astrology. Okay, I'm going to make this short and painless, but I'm not a fanatic astrology kind of guy. I just know my my sun sign, my ascendant sign, my life path, and my moon sign, and I know who I am internally and externally. I observe the 4 seasons. What do people do during each season? And numerology, what does it mean? But I'm not a fanatic. I'm not the type of people that would go on YouTube every day or every week and then looking for the astrologer to receive the message from the universe so that they can direct my life, because for 3 years of my life I was that guy. I was on, this astrologer looked good, this astrologer looked good, this one got big titties, that one got big titties, this one might be telling the truth. But whatever. It took me 3 years, okay? And at the time I was like, when am I going to find my soulmate? When am I going to find my soulmate? They keep on telling me that my soulmate is right there in front of me. I have to reach out for it, not knowing that my soulmate is probably out there somewhere banging someone. And I found that quote on the internet a long time ago. But you know, for me that was like super funny, because everyone keeps talking about their soulmate, their twin flame. But I came to a realization, most of them for me it was garbage, meaning that astrology, okay, supposed to, if you study astrology, understand how the system was created, understand, you know, reflect on yourself, your actions, look at your past actions, and then, you know, why you reacted that way. It will give you the answer why you are the way that you are. And once you understand that aspect, you understand your life path. And you know, like, I don't depend my life on it, you know, but at least it gives me some kind of clue about myself, and then I work towards the thing that I want. So just a brief message, my friend. You don't need an astrologer to receive the message from the universe so that they can direct your life. And by the way, you know, Astrology is kind of like religion. No matter what you say, like, people do what they do. Now, when it comes to religion, I truly believe that every religion, if you take it the right way, it can lead to enlightenment or the realization or the awakening. But a lot of religious people, they never actually reach that point. Why? Because they interpret it wrong. The inter the in, When you interpret a telephone game, imagine things are being passed down for thousands and thousands of years, right? People that are craving for power, they interpret it in a way where they can benefit from it. And if you listen to fanatics, chances are you are not going to reach enlightenment or a realization, but it will keep you in a loop. And astrology is kind of like that. If you have to wake up every day, waiting for your astrologer to tell you or how to direct your life, or when you are going to find your soulmate, you are a miserable person, like Khan. But I'm a free man now. I understand all of that. I respect all religion. But I choose Buddhism, or at least Gautama Siddhartha, because he was a person, Jesus was a person. I'm not a religious person. I do pray. I don't pray for myself. I pray for humanity. I pray for Earth. I pray for animals. I pray for the animals that have sacrificed their energy to be a part of me, for me to be where I am today. I pray for that, and Buddhism is a way of life. It's not a religion. So when people use the term religion, I get very skeptical. I often ask them, how do you interpret it? Because I think every religion should be a way of life instead of worshiping. And that's where a lot of people interpret it wrong, because they worship rather than a way of life. But my friend, that is it. Yeah, it doesn't have to be 420, but I'm at a point where I'm trying to should I just because I post twice a week on Odyssey, should I practice my comedy on Sunday and just keep making comedy, or should I continue with my journey? So as of right now, I'm leaning towards just making comedy out of my using my experiences and how I see the world, and hopefully bring some joy to it, because everything is just so crazy. Like what we thought as white turned out to be black, and what we thought as black turned out to be as white. And I'm referring to institutions that we look up to, that they're supposed to protect the people, the country, but they ended up violating the Constitution, and they actually not for the people. They are the one that creating all the chaos, and good people are being accused of something that they didn't do, and the law is not on their side. So we're at a point where man, when you look at everything, it's you will understand why I wrote The Bipolar Poet. And but I'll stop right there. Let's see, it's about 20 minutes. Okay, but my friend, here is another piece of poetry. I hope you enjoy it. And like I said, The Bipolar Poet was part of my transformation, and I'm currently accepting donation until April until May of 2023. That's when I start selling it. Now you may wonder, what's the difference between donation and selling it? I have no idea. But right now, the donation, if you support what I do, is 1 Bitcoin. I know. Con, that's expensive. It's even more expensive when you lose your soul, my friend. And like I said, you don't even have to buy it, right? I'm giving it out for free, and take whatever you can from it. But I feel like with everything that's happening, with the altcoins and how to make money, it's just like, like if you watch my 420 Christmas, you understand that, like, there are a lot of ways to make money, but none of them align with who I am as an individual and my principles. And I feel like the only way, at least for me, it's not the only way, but the way that makes the most sense is just by working on my creativity and accepting Bitcoin as donation right now. And if you support my cause, then support my cause. I greatly appreciate it. And don't forget to join me on Rumble. I post on there every day, short content. And I'm still waiting to see where Odyssey is gonna go, because it would make me really, really sad if if my content get deleted on there because of the battle between library and the SEC, and they lost the case. So I don't know where it's gonna go. But you probably don't want to hear the amount of work that I put into Odyssey. But just know that I'm still posting on there. So my friend, happy Sunday wherever you are, and mind, body, and spirit. Okay, a strong mind comes with a strong body. Have a diet, work on your finance, and then find a purpose in this life. So much love. I will see you next Wednesday. Ta-da-da. Awakened. I used to live in a world that had a perfect melody, then it went out of tune on me. Felt like a haiku, but 0 to infinity, not 575 that the game designed to be. Now it feels good to breathe, it feels good to see the blinds can see visually. The reality that was dealt psychologically, my soul reacted calmly as the breathe. Each step and each breath I breathe to the last of me, straight to the source for immortality.